Well, it's week two, the end of week two of the Adonis Index Level 2 competition. And so despite my little hiccup in week one with my birthday weekend that was supposed to be a day and stretched out to be a complete gong show, I've recovered. This week I'm at 158.6, so essentially I'm right back down. It took me a week to recover all of that damage. And I seem to do this every contest. I seem to have 1 week that I just completely screw up. Last contest, the AT6 Open, where I placed fourth, I actually started and only had 11 weeks. And then Thanksgiving showed up and I had a big bomb and set me back that time. So I actually had 2 weeks where I messed up and I ended up placing fourth. So this week, this contest, I'm gonna try to just get away with just one mess up with 1 week. And if I can do that, I think I can get to where I wanna be. Like I said, this is not real life. This is not for everyone. So for me, I'm trying to get below 150 without a water cut. So usually what I'll do, and I'll explain that as I go, but I'll take a supplement that helps me, a legal supplement that helps me deplete all the water in my system. That's what gets you that kind of shredded, thin skin look if you're lean enough. And usually I'm not lean enough, but I still drop like 5 pounds. I'm not interested in actually being that low normally, but that's what you do for a contest, especially in what would be considered a bodybuilding contest or a physique contest. And that's probably why this is one of my last ones that I'll be in at this point. That's all I can see. I can't see going anywhere else with this. But I've decided, I think I've decided that I'm going to attempt to maintain at 155 after this contest is done. And that's about 3 to 4 pounds away from where I'm at now. What's interesting is when you get this low, 1 pound makes a massive difference. And so this is going to be my strategy at the end is I'll be really low. I'll be lower than 155, but I'm going to allow myself to come back to 155. At that stage, I can kind of see an outline of abs. I feel good. I feel healthy. I feel like I want to feel. I'm not really interested in trying to maintain this ripped look because the amount of times where that really means anything is so limited that I just don't want to stay there. It's just not comfortable. You got to eat like a rabbit to maintain that. So 155 most of the year. If I'm going to be going to the water slides or the beach or a trip, let's say I'm going to Mexico, like that's going to happen anytime soon. But let's just say I would spend 2 to 3 weeks and I would cut my calories down to the point where I would hopefully get down to 150 or lower so that when I'm away, I can eat and I can enjoy myself and let myself at the max. I mean, I don't want to go to the max, but the max would be 160. And so really any time that I'm trying to cut down for an event or recover from an event, it would only be 5 pounds difference. That's where I'm trying to get what I talked about last week or the week before, that sine wave that can tend to be like this so many times. I'm trying to get it down here. And that's kind of my goal. That's where I'm going to try to settle on. This week, I've just tried to maintain my low caloric intake. This weekend will probably be a little bit higher, but I'm still trying to, by next week, I'm going to Whistler for a couple of days. I know I'm going to eat a little bit bigger, so I want to get as low as I can. My goal is 153. I mean, that is a big jump from where I'm at now. But I always set a plan, and if I don't hit it, I'll just readjust. So maybe I'll end at 155, 156. I don't know. But I'll gun for 153 and see if I can show up there. It's a lot of work, a lot of discipline, and we'll see where I show up. Every once in a while, I'll have surges of discipline, and then I won't have any. I don't know what it is. I'm still processing it. It's a reality. Anybody that I've talked to that has gone through this has had the same challenges. And you just have to adapt and accept this is life. You can't just let it go. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep making this your lifestyle. You make it your lifestyle. It doesn't just come to you. It doesn't just happen. You make it. You force it. If you want to just have something come to you, eat whatever you want and go back to where you were. But you really don't want to be there. I don't either. So this week, make the right choices. This weekend, enjoy yourself if you've allowed yourself to, but don't go overboard. I will do my best not to, and hopefully next week I'll be posting this on Thursday, potentially Wednesday. I'm not sure, but because I got to leave for Whistler Thursday afternoon, maybe Thursday morning. But keep pushing, keep making strides, keep taking the steps that you need to take. And once you get there, it's hard work getting there, but once you get there, it will be completely worth it. I promise you. So have an awesome week. See you next week.